This is Ryan Elliott for ID Boxing. Like we're joined by the juggernaut Joe Joyce. Joe, been a while since I've seen you. How are you?
Yeah, really good actually. Good to be in this press conference where the fight's finally announced with Joyce-Parker. I'm really excited to get into training camp with Ismail Salas and go through the combinations and the stuff that will beat Joyce-Parker on the night. It's a great fight. It's the best fight out there for both of us. It's both a massive risk as well, but like the potential fights for the winner is really good. Obviously, the winner of Usyk-Joshua and depending what Tyson Fury is doing, etc. So there's so this is the biggest fight to date for me, and I think it's a great fight, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Must be hard for you hearing it's happening, then it's not happening, and then it is again. How did you kind of stay switched on and try not to worry too much about what was going on?
I just kind of, I had the date in my head, the 2nd of July, so it's important to have a goal and something to work on. I went back did a training camp in Vegas, but this was like in preparation for Joyce-Parker, and like last minute changed to Hammer, and which is good. Like had a good win against him, and so now it's time for the big one, and I'm gonna leave for Vegas tomorrow, and really start to grit my teeth and get the most out of my training camp, so I can go in with the best chance to beat Joseph.
There's been plenty of fun and games today and joking at the press conference there, but Joseph was very full of respect for you when I spoke to him. I'm sure you respect him as a fighter as well. What does he do well? What have you got to be aware of?
Yeah, definitely expect him as a fighter and a person, and he's kind of like laid back and friendly. But we both know that once we get in the ring, then it's going to be all action, and like there'll be no niceties. And he's hungry for this, and it's his second shot to get a potential world title. So yeah, he's going to be coming in all guns blazing.
In terms of the fact that the winner of this looks set for a shot at the Usyk-Joshua 2 winner, who do you want to win, and who do you think will win that fight?
I think it'll be Usyk again, unless AJ can do something drastically different and land some heavy shots on him. Otherwise, Usyk's going to cruise on to another victory.
In terms of yourself and Anthony Joshua, we've seen a few public comments this year, and we had the leaked sparring footage and stuff like that as well. Know each other from the GB days. Irrelevant of what happens in the next year or so, do you believe that's a fight that will eventually happen between you and Anthony Joshua?
Yeah, I'd like that fight because it'll be a rematch. Even though he leaked that footage in the amateurs, I've always wanted that fight, and he's always been ahead of me, like in the Olympics and stuff like that, and he's always been big man, AJ, whatever. I'm your landlord, so it'd be good to prove who's a better fighter.
Final one on this fight. I appreciate you got a lot of media to do. You're noted for having very good conditioning, very good chin. Joe's noted for having a very good chin as well. But do you believe you can stop Joyce-Parker?
Yeah, I believe I'll stop him eventually. Yeah, I think. But it's going to be a tough fight, man. I think it's a great fight, and he's definitely going to come with some game plan with Andy Lee, and going to be working on some stuff. And he seems fired up and ready, so it's going to be a tough fight.
Joe, thank you for speaking at ID Boxing. I'm sure we'll catch you soon.